I have not watched this in like 10 years.
I mean, if it's on sale, I'll go.
That's funny.
Take out the trash. I was like, I was born this way.
That, I completely forgot about that joke. Wow.
That's not right.
I'm so, like, not, okay. This is hard to watch. Can't believe I did this every night. How humiliating. Hey everyone, in preparation for my special, which comes out June 11th on YouTube, called Hair Plugs and Heartache, I thought maybe I'll do a reaction video and I'll watch one of my first comedy sets in New York. This is like 11 years ago at Caroline's, which doesn't even exist anymore. But Louis Ferrando, who was booking Caroline's and still books the New York Comedy Festival, was always a big supporter of mine. And so he was the first person to like give me shows in New York City. I think this was at a Comedy Central. It was like a kind of competition. All right, we'll watch. I have not watched this in like 10 years.
Matteo, everybody!
Okay, first of all, I'm 30 pounds lighter. I was such a little twink. Look at me, my hat. I wore that hat. So this is when I started losing my hair. I would just put the hat on for everything. I wore that hat. It probably made it worse, to be honest with you. Me wearing that fucking hat. I know the opening joke that I'm doing. This is when I sing opera. Damn, I was in good vocal practice. I'm so worn down by the road, like, hold me, oh, baby. I guess I can still get up there. But that sounds good. Oh, all right. I better work. God, I wear kind of the same outfit. Just like a white t-shirt and jeans. It's like the Matteo Lane look. Still have the mustache.
Oh, that's a true story and how I came out to my dad.
You know what's funny is like, you know, when you're gay and you're doing stand-up and no one knows who you are, you literally have to come out every single night. You don't have to, but for me, like, I just felt there was a tension in the room if I didn't address it. People will be like, is he French? Is he, what's going on? Like I would do that every night. I would come out on stage every single, and it was always really tense for the audience because it's so uncomfortable. Someone's just up there, it's supposed to be a comedy show, and I'm like, see? And they're like, where the fuck? And then I say that's how I came out to my dad. It really is kind of a genius joke. Like, it says a lot. I'm gay, I can sing, this is a joke, there's a punchline. I wrote that joke in Chicago at Zany's.
He didn't react that way.
I'm so influenced by Ellen DeGeneres, early stand-up, because I can hear in the tone of my voice, like, I'm almost talking like Ellen. I think a lot of comics do that. You emulate people that, like, now I don't think if you watch me, you'd see Ellen anywhere, but like, she was a great foundation of like pacing and timing, but I can hear it now. I'm like, wow, I'm talking, I'm talking like a young lesbian.
Oh God, yeah, this is me. Jesus. Yeah, sometimes you do shows and people come up to you afterwards and they try and compliment you. I don't think they realize that they're actually insulting you.
I hate the way I'm talking. I mean, I'm so much more comfortable on stage now. Now when I'm on stage, I'm very much myself.
I did a show and this guy came up to me, he's like, yeah, you know, for a gay guy, you look, kind of straight. I mean, you're not totally gay, but, you're not totally straight either.
That actually happened. I was doing a show in Chicago and a guy came up to me and was like, you know, you don't have to worry about talking too gay. You sound kind of straight.
You sort of, half and half, yeah. Oh, thank you.
That's very Ellen. Oh, that.
I'm half and half, that's great, I'm half and half. What does that mean, half and half, you know? What am I walking around with my friends like, hey girls, let's go shopping for some pussy.
You know, not bad. For like a beginner comic, not bad. Everyone always say, you have a lot of potential. I'm like, well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Now I get it.
I mean, if it's on sale, I'll go.
That's funny.
TJ Maxx pussy.
What does it even mean?
Oh man, my dad. Yeah, I came out to my dad. I'm kind of disappointed in my dad because he was never disappointed with me. When
I forgot about this joke.
He was fine with it, you know. I never got the gay fight. I didn't get it. And I still try, like I'm trying to catch him, you know? But I'm starting fights, all the wrong arguments and taunts or whatever my dad says to me. He's like, hey Matteo, can you take out the trash? I was like, I was born this way!
That, I completely forgot about that joke. Wow.
That's not right.
I'm so, like, not, okay. This is hard to watch. Can't believe I did this every night. How humiliating.
I'll take out the trash. You were born an asshole?
That's funny.
Take it out, you queer.
There was a place called the Creek in the Cave in Long Island City, which moved to Austin. It was a place in Long Island City where it's like, you know, getting into clubs and getting into like the cellar was at this point was impossible. The Creek in the Cave was a place that anyone could go do stand up, and so you're very, very community, very influenced by other comics. And at this point I can tell how much I've been hanging out with Amber Nelson, who's an incredibly funny comic. Comics can like kind of rub off on you, but it's a kind of, I almost like, way to describe it is like I have a Creek in the Cave-ness about myself. Like,
I am gay. To add on to that, my older brother's gay, so my dad's real proud.
oh, I do that so differently now. Or my brother's gay, so he's real proud. Am I Kristen Chenoweth? I do look very confident. It is kind of crazy to like, I'm a year into stand-up. I look pretty confident with no joke. I had 10 minutes of joke walking around like I'm Sarah Silverman.
Look at me, I look like an idiot. Gay people, I don't know why. Every gay person, they always have like a gay icon. You know, we used to have Judy Garland, Barbara Streisand, it's always a woman. And now we're at Britney Spears, which, yeah, you're right, ew, right? Am I wrong? Who's a fan of Britney Spears here? That.
It's all just to get into a Britney Spears impression. Fuck, I did this, and Christina Aguilera is coming after that. This is so embarrassing. I should have just gone to karaoke. Instead of wasting people's time. They spent like $25 on this ticket.
Sing, we agree on that, right? She can't sing? She's terrible, and she was judging people on X Factor on how to sing. What? Was she like warming them up, like,
But you can tell I don't have jokes. Because people who remember me from 10 years ago are like, oh, do you still sing? And it's like, no, I was doing all this because I didn't have jokes. I was just doing impression. Okay, so now we've moved on to Christina.
Do we also agree that she can sing too much? You know, I get worried, I'm like, what's it gonna be like when she has to teach her kid how to sing something very simple, like the alphabet?
This is ridiculous. It's true. It went flat. I have a mullet. That's when I had my mullet. So everyone saw that coming.
There's no transition out of that. Let's move on.
That was very Amy Sedaris. Move on.
I went to Starbucks the other week. You know when you go to Starbucks?
Oh my God. These jokes.
They take your name, they write it on the cup. I went up, she asked for my name, I said Matteo.
And it really happened.
She came back. It said potato.
But I can hear my rhythm. I became a better joke writer, but I kind of feel the same on stage. I mean, I'm a little more loose now on stage, I would say. I'm comfortable on stage. I can see that I'm uncomfortable on stage, but I'm only a year into stand-up, you know?
Now I look like an idiot. Also, then she thought I confidently told her, I'll have a grande Americana, potato.
That's funny. Why didn't I keep that? That's kind of funny.
Like the vegetable.
Potatoes are a vegetable, right?
Idiot. Oh man. Can you imagine raising me? My poor mom had to raise me. I was so gay. When I was a kid, my favorite thing to do, I would come home from preschool. I was 4 years old. We had this giant...
It's true.
tree in my backyard, and
I was shamed by this neighbor we had named Betty.
walk around the tree singing to the
That's where shame started.
birds like Sleeping Beauty did.
Wow, that's high. I can't believe I got up there.
Every day.
God, the audience is being very nice to me.
I eventually had to stop because my mom kept getting phone calls from all the neighbors. Can you imagine that phone call? My poor mother just like, hello. Oh, hi, Betty, how are you?
Yeah, Betty.
I'm fine. Listen, I wanted to... No, there's not a woman singing in my backyard. Shit. Steve, this one's gayer than the other one.
Now that came from, I was doing an open mic at the Pit and Michelle Wolf was there. This is how long ago that was, that me and Michelle Wolf were both doing open mics. And Michelle Wolf said, I did that joke and she's like, you should say this one's gayer than the other one. And I was like, oh, that's very funny. And now every time I do it on stage, I think of Michelle.
What's happening in my uterus? Oh, what is happening in my mom's uterus? Why is she making so many gay kids?
Why am I yelling?
Can you imagine that gynecologist appointment? Just like, all right, Sherry, we're gonna have a look in here and everybody dance now.
That was always my closer. I knew I'd get a laugh on that.
That can't be right. Just vodka tonics shooting out of my mom's vagina. All right, thanks so much, everybody. I'm Matteo.
It just brings back, it's like high school. It like brings back a bunch. I was 25. I just moved to New York City and I just remember what I was doing. I was only doing open mics and bar shows, basically living at the Creek in the Cave, running around with Evan Williams and Amber Nelson. Fun times, you know, like you didn't have a care in the world. Now I'm like, I have to have content, I have to do this, I gotta sell tickets. Then it was just like, I had to impress the comics in the back. That was your currency then. Yeah, kind of fun. It's kind of fun to see like 10 years later, like doing a special at the Comedy Cellar, like very like coming into yourself. I've gained a significant amount of weight. I decided to work out and eat. The special comes out June 11th here on YouTube, but it premieres here on my YouTube channel on the 11th. It's called Hair Plugs and Heartache, and it's all new jokes that you've not heard before. So I'm really excited for you guys to see it. To catch me on tour, go to MatteoLaneComedy.com. Boston, we added another show in Chicago. We're about to sell out the Chicago theaters, so get your tickets.